This is Coach Tory with Fast Pitch Prep. We're here today working on using our square cuts training discs to help our hitters feel whether they're truly squaring the ball up at contact. This drill is our inside-outside drill. What we've done is we've set up a tee, one at the contact point where I would want it to be if I'm hitting an inside pitch, the second one at the contact point that I would want it to be if I'm hitting an outside pitch. What I'm going to do as a hitter is position myself to make sure that I can strike both balls from my location so that I am using good fundamentals in my swing to set up and strike the ball. What we're working with the disc is the disc helps us see if we're truly square to the ball at contact. When we're hitting a round ball with a round bat, hitters get fooled all the time. Instead of being truly square at contact, they're sort of square. And so they feel like they're hitting the ball pretty well, and they're hitting it pretty well, but not as powerfully as they possibly could. So by using the square cuts training disc, it gives them a flat side that helps their mind picture what it looks like to be square at contact and gives them feedback because of the flight of the disc on whether or not they're striking the ball squarely and if all the power that they're creating is actually going into the ball. So one of the things we have to make sure of whenever we set up the tee to use the square cuts training disc, that the axis, the vertical axis of the disc that we're going to hit is aimed on a line towards where the ball should go when it's hit. So for that inside pitch, the flat side of the disc is going to be aimed towards left field for me as a right-handed hitter. If I was hitting it up the middle, it'd be aimed towards center, and here on this tee, it's aimed towards right field. And what that does is it allows the hitter to see when they make contact, when they take their swing, first inside, and they would drive that disc and see it fly, and then the second one they would go outside and see that they're square at contact and make it fly. Now we can adjust the tees slightly. If it's not set up where it's really supposed to be, this gives our hitters a chance to see what that contact point should really look like. And so with this drill, what we would do is using the square cuts training disc, hitting that inside pitch, recognizing by where I hit it on the face, either high, center, or low, that's going to relate to a ground ball, fly ball, or line drive. And then also, if the disc flies on its vertical axis, then that tells us that we're actually striking the ball squarely. Perfect world, it should have backspin, because then that's going to be that line drive that keeps right on carrying. And so they would set up with the discs aimed to the appropriate field, inside, outside, and then reload, inside, and then outside. So that's the inside-outside version of using the square cuts training discs.